Hey guys, Tatty here, bringing you another Call of Duty Ghosts video, and in this video today I'm going to be talking about pre-orders and where to pre-order and how to pre-order best to get the game early, because this year, if you didn't know, it's got exceptionally hard to get the game early if you're pre-ordering on the internet because of some new rules that Activision have brought in, but I'm going to talk about that more in a minute. If you missed some of my previous videos, I've uploaded a lot recently. Most recent one we were talking about the Call of Duty settings and the possible first location that Call of Duty Ghosts could be set in as revealed in an official image, so make sure you check that out. The link will be in the description and on the annotation on screen. However, now jumping into the hot topic of this video about where and how to best pre-order Call of Duty Ghosts to get it early before the launch date. And in the past, some of the best ways to do this is if you know somebody working at a retailer, you can give them a bit more money and they'll perhaps give you the game early, but that obviously has its downfalls. You have to know some person working at the shop and they have to be willing to risk their license or whatever it is they have to sell games to give you the game early, because of course they're not meant to. Another way that is much easier to get the game early is by ordering it off the internet, and there's normally some websites, I know of at least 2 or 3, that will, once you've pre-ordered the game, they'll send it to you about 4 or 5 days early before the pre-order to make sure that it's there for you on the doorstep waiting for you on the date of the release, so that it's not late. And normally it comes within a day of that, so you get it 3 or 4 days early. And there's loads of websites that used to be able to do that, but now under new Activision ruling, it means that e-tailers or online stores basically are not allowed to send the game before that time. They're allowed to send it 1 day before release date, and that is it. Otherwise they're going to get heavily fined by Activision. So basically, if you pre-order the game off the internet this year, then it's going to be sent to you 1 day before the release date, and if the postage isn't that quick in your area, then it's not going to get it to you by the day of the release, which kind of sucks. So my tips for getting the game early, and of course I've never tested this before because in the past you've been able to get it early from pretty much a load of sites on the internet, but the bigger sites on the internet now are going to be monitored by Activision a lot more to see whether they are actually sending the games out early, because they don't want them to be doing that. So it's going to be a lot harder to get it off any of the bigger sites, so my suggestion is that you get it off a smaller site, not one that's like a back street or anything, but just a smaller site that Activision might not have their eye on. Places like Amazon and GameStop are probably going to try and keep to these rules because they don't want any punishment. Having said this is the first year that Activision have done this, so loads of companies may decide to just ship it early anyway and see what the costs of the penalties will actually be. You just cannot tell, but basically I would advise you to get it from any smaller online businesses, or you could just get it on release date from a load of different shops. I know here in the UK they have loads of release date offers, and I can get it for about 20% cheaper just from buying it on the release date. So if you want to be guaranteed that you're going to have it on release date and not after release date, then you're going to have to buy it in store. But if you want it before release date, you're going to have to take a risk on one of the smaller sites, because the bigger sites probably won't ship it out until a day before it's released, and then if you've got slow shipment, it's not going to get there until after the release date. And as I've already said, if you do have a friend or a relative that works in a game shop and they're willing to give you the game a little bit early for a little bit more money, then definitely go for that. But I'm guessing a lot of us don't have those kind of links, and so you won't be able to get them. But it'll be interesting to see whether these big stores do keep to this 1 day before release shipment date, or whether they just do ship it early to make sure that they get it on release date. I don't know, but it's all a little bit up in the air now. So they're just some of my tips. Thank you very much for watching, guys. A quick like, really appreciated. Some of my previous videos are on the screen right now. Subscribe for more COD Ghost news, and I hope you all have a great day.